Calix Boxing here. Let me get that mic set up. Did it again. There it is. Check, check. Mic is set up now, and let me get the camera set back up. Hit that sub button for nightly boxing videos, and thanks to all the new subscribers. Shout out to y'all. Was just looking at the analytics of 43 new subscribers last week. Shout out to y'all and going strong into this week. It's Monday night, so starting off this week strong. But I wanted to do a quick video on this topic. And I was on boxingscene.com earlier, and I saw they interviewed Gennady Golovkin's trainer, Abel Sanchez, and stuff like this just bothers me to no end. And look, I'm as frustrated with Canelo right now as anybody is. All right, I'm frustrated with the path he has taken here. I don't want to see him fight Liam Smith. I don't want to see him fight somebody else in December, somebody else in the spring. I want to see him fight Golovkin now. Triple G versus Canelo should be happening right now. That being said, it's not. We are where we are. I've already dropped videos on that. I'm not going to get into that. What I wanted to get into was Abel Sanchez said that Alvarez is acting the way he's acting. He's not Mexican. He's not a Mexican. Because he doesn't want to fight the best out there, he's not a Mexican. Now, it's just an incredibly ignorant statement. And I've always been bothered by this. So whenever I can remember. Anybody who thinks that a certain race, a certain nationality, anybody who looks at them as monolithic is just ignorant, to be quite honest. And to say that since this guy doesn't believe a certain thing, since this guy doesn't act a certain way, that he's not authentic to his race or his nationality has always bothered me. I remember it going back to when I remember it heavy in boxing is when Oscar De La Hoya fought Fernando Vargas. And Vargas was beating on his chest and saying he's not a real Mexican, as he, you know, as if being a real Mexican is acting ignorant, beating on your chest, trying to fight somebody at a press conference with your shirt off and acting, you know, having dress clothes on and acting proper and acting intelligent and acting business savvy is not Mexican. You know, it just bothers me, and it's completely ignorant. All right, people in certain nationalities, they look at things different. All right, not every white guy looks at everything the same. Not every black guy. As much as the national media and the world media would like you to believe that, that's not how it is. It's not how it is. All right, look, I'm Hispanic, and I've had people tell me all the time, "You're not Hispanic." I'm Hispanic. I'm sorry to tell you. I'm Hispanic. And they say, well, you can pass for white. You don't speak Spanish. So what? And it doesn't. I'm past the point. I shouldn't even put myself in that. I'm past the point to where I'm worried about stuff like that. But it's always bothered me when people say, oh, since, you know, look at Clarence Thomas. Since Clarence Thomas is a Republican, he's not a real black guy. Since Michael Jordan doesn't speak out on political and social issues, he's not a real black guy. He's an Uncle Tom. You know, you see guys like Jim Brown and other guys come out and say Michael Jordan should do more for the black community. He's an Uncle Tom. He's not a real black guy. And you see it with guys in the YTB saying stupid stuff like that, calling him a coon and whatnot. Michael Jordan has employed more minorities and more black people than any of these guys could ever dream of. All right. So Michael Jordan has done more for the black community than they'll ever dream of. But look, I'm getting off a topic here. Not really, but I want to stick to boxing. Just because a Mexican fighter doesn't go in there and throw 1,000 punches a fight or 1,200 punches a fight and doesn't fight the best every single time and doesn't stick his chin out there and fight smart, that doesn't make him less Mexican than the guy who does do that. It does have one point in there where he says Mexican fans generally go towards guys who go in there and mix it up. I mean, yeah, but there are smart Mexican fighters out there. That doesn't make them less Mexican. Juan Manuel Marquez, smart counter-punching fighter. Yes, he gets in there and mix it up, but he's a smart, intelligent fighter. Sergio Mora. Sergio Mora is a boring fighter. He fights like once every 2 years. He's just boring. He doesn't get in there and mix it up, but that doesn't make him less Mexican. We need to stop with this ignorant stuff. because you're voting for Trump. That doesn't make you less Mexican. It is what it is. You are who you are. Not everyone in these races and nationalities, they're not, people act different ways in the same demographic. It drives me insane. It drives me nuts. Stop being ignorant with this. Canelo Alvarez is Mexican. It is what it is. If he ducks Gennady Golovkin from now until the end of time, he's still Mexican. This is completely ignorant. It's stupid. It makes no sense. Abel Sanchez. And look, I'm not the type of guy, I'm not going to say he needs to apologize to Canelo. No, it's just you look ignorant saying stuff like this. It's dumb. It's dumb. You know? If you're white and you want to act a certain way, act a certain way. If you're black, you want to act a certain way, do a certain thing, vote a certain way, do it. Do it. Don't worry about what other people say. All right? Because they're going to say what they want to say anyway. If you're Mexican and you want to fight smart, fight smart. You don't have to get in there and be a punch drunk dummy and stick your chin in there all the time. If you want to fight smart, fight smart. This is dumb for ducking Gennady Golovkin. Yes, I don't like it. But is he less Mexican for it? No, he's not. And all those Fernando Vargas type people, when he was doing against Oscar, and Chavez was doing it when he fought Oscar and saying he's not a real Mexican and all this stuff, man, it's stupid. It's dumb. Stop it. Stop being ignorant.